Good evening and welcome back to Foundry. We have run out of Tekken. It's completely died, which is a bit of a pain because we're no longer making any money. However, it's fine because we want to change this up to be a ship anyway. So I will do that. I will put in a ship. Get a landing pad. Oh, I need xenoferrite plates and machine parts and other bits and pieces. That's okay. Xenoferrite's fine. We can do that. I have also changed the spaceships. I left a comment on the previous episode that I went back and reloaded. I reloaded the game to a previous state, and I was checking out the fuel usage of ships and the throughput of ships and other bits and pieces. So we have gone to, we got a lot of them now. I have 10 ships that can travel to the market. So they're all on their way going to the market and back again. And I have 5 ships doing planetary shipping. I'd probably want to switch these around to do things. So I probably have 10 doing planetary and 5 doing the market, but we'll see. But I'm using the tier 2 small ships rather than the large ship. I was looking at the like the account history, the things for the fuel and stuff like that. You can't see, it's been quite a while ago. But it even when all 10 ships were going backwards and forwards, I think at one day we broke 5,000 on fuel. That was it. 5,000 on fuel. That was literally it. So yeah, this here, the market spend, this is filling the construction materials up because they're expensive. Now the construction materials are full and I'm not going to be spending any. We probably don't need this many ships. The main reason I was having issues with it was that there were so many going and picking up construction materials. I should probably set this down lower. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it down to 2,000. Okay. So if we drop below 2,000, we'll do that. We want to be making our own construction materials. We can do that. We can make our own construction materials. Set stuff around. But I think I'm going to stick with the tier 2 spaceships here, doing this, buying from the market. The fuel cost didn't seem to make that much a difference. Yes, you would get more bang for your buck getting the bigger ships, but because you can get 3 of these for the same price, you can have one getting xenoferrite, one getting Tekken, one getting iridium. Whereas with the big ones, it can only carry one thing at a time. So you get 5,000 in of one thing, which is fine if you get like 5,000 xenoferrite in, but then you might run out of Tekken, and then you might run out of iridium, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, so you've gone to get xenoferrite. Another one we're going to get iridium soon, I would think, because we've just done that. So small and often seems to work better at the moment. Maybe when we get much bigger storage on the station, when we increase the cargo base even more, the cargo base there, when we get even more of them, we can go up to the bigger ones, because then we can have multiple big ships doing things and it'll be fine. But for now, the small is probably the better way of going. So okay, let me build one of these. Let me clear an area here. We shall cancel all of this here. And we shall get ourselves a platform in to bring Tekken to here to feed this. And the shipping pad is down. Let's tell it to transport from the space station to the factory. Tekken, I'm going to leave everything at default and go. Here comes a ship. They will fill they'll bring down half. So we're using this as a storage. So when this half empties, a ship will come down. They're free. They don't use any fuel to make it down. So you don't have to worry about them coming down and doing halves of things. But that's fine. We probably want to get more planetary shippers than we do market ships. So I'm going to switch over some of our market ships to be ironically, it's the last ships that go. I'm going to turn 5 of them off and I'm going to switch them over to planetary shipping. So we'll have 10 planetary shippers and 5 doing the markets. Because now our storage is full, it's fine. And when they go, they take 10 minutes. Let's see what our throughput is of course. So 4, 8, 12, 16 a minute. 320 a minute. Oh. 640 a minute. So wait, hold on. So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 640 plus 320 plus 320. 640 plus 320. Thank you. 960. And this needs to be rebuilt because it needs its own delivery system technically. But let's have a look. See what we're doing here. So this is using 1020 plus 20 is 980 a minute, which means that in 10 minutes, so times 10, we need. Okay, actually, technically, if our factory runs at full speed, we need 9,000 every 10 minutes. Right now, we need 9,000 every 10 minutes. Those numbers are a lot bigger than I was expecting. Going to be honest, those numbers are a lot bigger than I was expecting. Just fill that hole in there. Yeah, so that means 5 ships is enough. We need 10, and that's just doing xenoferrite. So the plan of buying everything from the galactic market might be a little much. But that's if our smelting was running all the time. We're not using that much, are we? We're not using that much. Let me we were going to make every robot 30 seconds at a time, right? Right, we're gonna make every robot. In my live series, I'm doing 1 robot a minute, 1 robot a second. This one we're doing half that. This is gonna be half scale to that one there. So planet. Let's go to the planet. So oh, these can all be deleted now. They're old. They're not needed. Let's get rid of all these. We don't need any of that stuff there. But that's the plan for the. One there. This is a multiple planet which adds to the game. Be aware, the more you add into it, the worse the frame rate drops. It's very resource intensive to do this. So, but to use it, we just go down here. Let's go half bots. Boop, there you go, half bots. So I want to add each and every bot. I'm not going to look at assemblers at the moment. We're just going to look at bots. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 different bots in here. What this can do is you can stack them all up to however you want to go. We can pick whichever number we want of them. Science bots, snack bot, 3 transport bots, and the vacuum bot, cleaning bot. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and like I said, we want to do 30. So 30 a minute. Put on like that. Okay, 30 minutes, and this tells me what I need for 30 minutes. So if you scroll down to somewhere near the bottom, you will see here. It will tell you. Over you can set what technologies and things you have here. So I'm going to say we're just using. Actually, we're doing metallurgy 2, aren't we? We're doing that right now. We're not smelting. We're doing metallurgy 2. So if we come down here, it's got vein miners, but it tells you we're going to need 1,380 per minute, which means we need 13,800 every 10 minutes. That's mining wise. So if you're mining it, that's fine. But if we're buying it from the market, we need 13,800 per minute. That's not so bad. That's only 3 medium ships. That's not too bad. 3 medium ships just doing Tekken. we go up to here. We need 10,000. So that's again, that's 2 and a bit. So again, 3. So we need 6 ships for the Techum and the Xenophara. This doesn't obviously include the little factory thing we have going on here, but if I round up, we're going to make more anyway. We then also will have to go up and find the other miners. It's not really in any good order here, so we need 3,500. That's 1 ship. So that's 7 medium ships. This is medium tier 1 ships. We need 300. There's 8, so there's 1 more for mineral rock. And where's the other resource? I think that's it, isn't it? Is that it? Is that all the natural resources that there is? Strategy. Oh, I can't see that. I've got a there. You where? Storage. There is 1, 2. There's only 4. Yeah. Oh, and for obviously we need ships. Well, that's not buying ships. That's selling stuff. So there's 4 types of ore. I thought there was a 5th type of ore. No, I don't think there is. I think there's 4 types of ore, and that's it. So there's 4 types of ore, and we're going to need 8 medium tier 1 ships. So we need 8 of those. These are double, which means we need 4 of them. That's not so bad. Just buying directly from the market. It's a lot of money, obviously, to do things, but that's not so bad. It's a lot of the tier 2 ships. It's a lot more getting in there. But that's all we need to do that. So we'll do that. Obviously, we then need to add on the assemblers to this because we haven't got the assembly lines going. But yeah, that's okay. We can scale that up when we get to that point. So, okay, that's not actually so bad. I think maybe we can buy this all from the galactic market. We are struggling a bit right now with money and things because obviously the resources died, the Techum died. I don't know how long that's been dead for. It was kind of AFK for a bit, letting this thing go. So that's fine. I did spend a little bit more on the storage. We upgraded the storage to 10,000. I think I did that last episode. So yeah. But the ships have gone now. This is fine. We can store 100,000. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I did one of these, didn't I? Yeah, did the extension 3 for 100,000. Then we do that. That allows us to add another 100,000. So we go to 200,000, and then that's 300,000, which goes to 500,000. That goes to 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. 10 million, and then each one you add on is 10 million. So we can store lots and lots of thermalite, which is nice. And the beauty of this is that I don't have to go out looking for things. We do have to go looking for oil though. Oil sucks. Let's put it this way. I don't have the ability to trade oil yet, do I? So we can't even look at it. I don't think it's trade oil yet, but oil really sucks. Station upgrades, market, office, aluminum, not aluminum, olimite, barrel olimite here. The largest ship you can have, this costs 200,000 to buy, so it's stupid expensive, but the largest ship you can get, the tier 2 spaceship here, can carry 50 barrels of oil in one go. 50 barrels. Let's see. A barrel stores 100 litres. We need 5,575. 557.5 divided by 50 means we would need 11.15 of the largest spaceships just delivering oil from the galactic market to here. It's not doable. It's just not doable. The amount is just not doable. So we're going to have to source that locally. That's going to be the only thing that sources locally. We could run pipelines around. We could ship it in. We'll probably ship it in. That's probably what we'll do. So we'll see there. However, what I want to do this episode, sorry, I'm waffling here. I'm waffling. So let's stop waffling and let's do things. I want to make construction materials because I'm fed up with buying them. They're expensive. So let's make construction materials. To make those, we need all of this. Thermalite sheets, steel, advanced machine parts, concrete, and electronic components. Now we can make all of that. We have all that. We have all that on the bus, on the things here. So let's go down and clear out an area and make construction materials. I don't know how many I want to make. I think I'm just going to try and balance it out to one machine or something. We're going to want construction materials as well, because we are going to need, if we're going to do any large structures, we need construction materials to do that. And by large structures, I mean buildings here, which are a modular building. They can only be made with construction materials using these things here: the transport ship, the construction ship, and the construction warehouse. And you need to fill them with the construction materials. So I'm going to go up here, and we're going to come up here. We're going to do construction materials here, and then behind this is where we're going to have our ships. They're going to kind of land here. We're going to have construction ships, our construction ships, and this, well, the storage construction ships that are all going to be here. Does require high voltage power. High voltage power is here, and we're doing everything via low voltage. So we'll have to figure that one out. We can figure that out. We can figure it out, I'm sure. So let me clear a space. Okay, we have a platform, and it has been a little while. We've got 108,000 going on there, and I've just started doing things. I went AFK for I thought it was going to be a few minutes, and it was almost an hour. So yeah, but that's not bad. That's not bad, considering we were completely flat broke. Basically, got 120,000 an hour, just under an hour. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, we want to make construction materials. So I want to make construction materials at this end, up here, because I want to output them to a station, not a station, to I want to output them to landing pads over here. So we want this to be up here. This is going to need like steel, concrete. So 3 of them we can bring in. Needs advanced machine parts, which also needs concrete. I keep trying to zoom in together. I keep forgetting you can just. It needs advanced machine parts, which means we need standard machine parts. So we need iron, and that needs Tekken. That's too much. That's oh, this is going to be this is going to be beautiful. I think. So let's put one there, one there. I can make this a lot shorter. And one there and one there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we need. So we make wire and then electric components. We make machine parts and advanced machine parts. I need to make this wider, but it can definitely be smaller. I don't know if I want to make it any smaller though. I kind of want it. It's a bit long compared to the other ones. It's a bit long compared to the other ones. However, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking for this guy down here. This is 31 by 21. So this wants to be 21 wide, realistically, to have the thing put behind it. How wide is it? 12. It wants to be 21 wide, realistically. It wants to be 21 away from this, at the very least, is what I mean there. So I might move this over, but basically this should be it. This should be it. So we bring Tekken in here, and then we feed the wire into this guy. We bring steel, concrete, and thermalite here. So steel in the center one, concrete, and thermalite here. So we'd bring Tekken up here. And do that. So you take Tekken, you didn't output the wire onto this one, the wire will go into that one. We'd run steel up the center, so you can get access to steel, you can get access to steel. We'd run concrete up here and thermalite up here, but I can't do that because then you can't get access, so this does need to be wider. And then we do the same here with the iron would come up here to, we can literally come to here, and then that one can do that. Iron makes the components becomes advanced components, and then we literally just output them to here, input to that one, input to that one. That's all we need to do. Okay, but I need to expand this. This needs to be 21 across. So let's do that. Okay, I got carried away again and forgot to record. I keep doing that. So this is what I've come up with. So we're going to have the large construction chip here, which will grab the construction materials off the belt, which will output from this guy. It will run along here. It will go into there. Now it doesn't matter that these aren't configured, because that these aren't these are touching, because it won't output anything, because the shipping pad is designed to send, not receive. So let's configure this. Transport from the factory to the station, construction materials. Yep, boom, there you go. Okay, so we send construction materials up to the station. Beautiful, beautiful. We will have the construction warehouse here, and it will tap into this line, so we'll get first dibs on the line, and then it will go out for that. This makes 150 per minute, so it's pretty good. It's really good. It's the belts are 320. It's not so it's still a Mark 1, but okay. So yeah, so it can fill that one first, and anything that excess after it's filled the warehouse can go out there. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's just telling me how far out I could go. We can get rid of that now. So what's going to happen is build this as we go. So this line, this long line is Tekken. So let's bring Tekken along, crash into that tree, and we want to. Oh no, I have to flip them around. I have to flip them around because Tekken was the first one on the line. So I've got to flip these around. Okay. So remove those. Plug that in there. So that's got to be the Tekken. Okay. Redo these belts. Redo these belts. So the Tekken's going to be the first line. So that means the Tekken's going to be an input here, an input here. You will output for that one, and then input that one. So this makes the wire, outputs onto this line here, boom, goes into that one for that one. You also pick up Tekken, beautiful, and then you will output, break that line, output onto that line, and that will become Tekken. Beautiful. Okay. So the first line is Tekken. Let's connect the Tekken up so we don't get ourselves all confused. Slip down. Break that, and put in a. Put on. Awesome. There's Tekken. This one is going to be iron. And the iron will come up here. It will. Oh, I can't go through it. The iron will go around. Go around. The iron will come up here. Come down here. And, we'll end up right at the end because I messed this up. Okay, that's okay. Break that there. Break that there. There we go. So the iron. Actually, the iron can be broken like right back here. The iron will be picked up by this guy. Will be output here. You'll make components. Components will go onto this line here. Hold on. You'll check the components in. Then you just need steel, which will come from the other side, and then you will output onto this line here. Beautiful. Let's pick up that xenoferrite. There we go. Boom. And then you output onto that line. Well, there you go. So xenoferrite, electronic components. Sorry. Advanced machine parts, electronic components. Beautiful. And then these 3 lines, the first one has to be steel, and then the other 2 are concrete and thermalite in whatever order we want to do them in. So steel is the next one here. That means I can't do steel on that one there, because then I can't run the other 2 back here, which means steel has to be the furthest one. So that means you have to change, and you have to be an intake there instead. Okay, so steel has to be on this line. Oh, the limits of the bus. Uh-oh. We are too close. We are too close. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How can I fix that? How can I fix that? Move this back by 1. That's the only way I'm going to be able to do that. That is too close. Can't put a line in there. Because of that there. That can go back by 1. So let's go back by 1 here. Okay, you can do that. But you can't do that. So we don't have to do that. Can I then get an actual balancer in there though? Well, yes it is. Yes it is. This just works out beautifully for us, I think. I hope. Yes it does. You go there. You go there. Then you will come through and go down to there. Beautiful. And I've done the wrong side, because I'm an idiot. Ah. Try that again, shall we? Obsessed with xenoferrite plates, it appears. Okay. Okay. You no longer need that. Actually, you're the wrong place. You want that one. There we go. You need to do advanced machine parts because we moved them around. Yes, we did. Okie dokie. That's fine. That's fine. I thought I was going to do the Tekken first, but I didn't. So, right. Okay. So the next one needs to be concrete or thermalite, depending on what comes first. The first one that comes along is the concrete, and then the next one is the thermalite, which is right next door. Balancer there, balancer there. And we can run the stuff down here. Now, this is it for concrete. This is it. Concrete isn't needed anywhere else. At least that I haven't found yet, anyway. Concrete's not needed. It's needed by us to make things, but concrete is not actually needed in any other recipe. So that's the end of the concrete line. I will leave it, we'll kind of just leave it empty. We just won't run it down any further, so there we go. You are running, you are chugging along. Beautiful, beautiful. You're going to get the stuff inside you. You need a lot of thermalite sheets, which is possibly a problem, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. So it's obviously 1-to-1 for the sheets to the for the ingots to the sheets. So, and these sell at 1 a go. So you invest 90 and you get 150 if you were to sell them directly. If you really want to make money off the galactic market early game and easy, Tekken, you need 2 licenses. You need 2 licenses. You need, in station upgrades, market office, you want to buy the Tekken rods and the electronics. They'll cost you 10,000 to buy them too, plus or whatever you need to get this going on here. But you buy the Tekken rods in, ship them down, convert them into, you convert 1 into 2-wire, and then 2-wire and 1 rod into electronic components, and then you sell the components. On the galactic market, Tekken rods are worth 2, so you need 2 of them, which is worth 4, and you sell 1 worth 7. So if you want easy money, that's it. That's it. Buy the Tekken rods, convert them up to electronic components, away you go. 2 rods worth 4 becomes 1 electron cone worth 7, almost doubling your money. Very easy early game. If you want to make money, you could set that up and just sit back and watch it roll in, and away you go. So beautiful. We have 200,000 here. We are making money even with the ships doing things, so it's fantastic. It is working, albeit slowly, but it is working, so fantastic. Okay, okie dokie, there we go. And then you are shipping into here, and then you will upload, there you go, boom, you are full. Well, you got 150, so you've come down to grab. I should probably actually change this to be 200. There you go. So you only move a full ship at a time, but that's okay. We can carry on with that. So nice. So you get 150 there. You'll load the 150, and then you'll probably leave. Yeah. There you go. Cool. There's another 150. So every, well, it's two minutes. There was one minute to make 150. So this will fill every minute, and well, it'll take 2 minutes for it to get 300 in there technically. So every 2 minutes a ship will come down and fill up the station, which is fantastic, because then we don't have to worry about buying any more construction materials, because they are expensive to buy. Well, they're not expensive to buy, but they're just, you can only ship 200 in one go, so it takes a lot of effort to go. But I'll leave this in here, because if this ever drops below 2,000, then we can get a top up quickly to get things going. But otherwise, we should fill up our storage up to 12,000 just from that one platform, that one shipping pad should fill it up. So beautiful. Things wise, we're doing, but we could probably make a bit more money if I lowered my prices. But rather than lower my prices, market ships. Oh yeah, I was going to switch these over to be planetary shipping, wasn't I? Yeah. Doop. There we go. So we have 5 market ships and 5 doing planetary shipping. So I need to rename all these. But yeah, so they can do planetary shipping, which is fantastic. We should probably buy a few more ships and get a couple more licenses going, and then sell some more things. So we can unlock this sector. Let's have a quick look at the planets. Like bots, so we can do that. Oh, mining efficiency is done. Nice. And so you want exactly the same as that one. So there's 2 ships. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planets. So can we buy 8 ships tier 1? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1 hangar space left, so let's upgrade the hangar. Where's the hangar? Oh, we can't. That's it. We're now full of ships, so we need hull expansion, which is a technology we need to research. So yeah, can we upgrade the cargo bay? We can upgrade the cargo bay. Let's do that, because then we can just store more stuff. And you are going to go onto supply routes. So let's unlock this sector here. Let's start at the top. Boom. Let's acquire the trade license. Open supply route. Assign a ship. Market ship? No, not market ship. Oh, hold on. I need to rename ships. Give me a moment. Let me rename my ships. And acquire the trade license for the last planet. Apply the supply ship to it, and drag that, because it's the only one we can do there. There we go. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sectors done, which is what we can do. So we can unlock 1 more here in trade licenses, but I don't have enough spaceships to do that. However, lots of our market ships aren't doing anything right now. The planetary ships, yes, I have a lot of them. 10's probably excessive for what we're currently doing, but I'd rather have more taking stuff up to the station or bringing stuff down, so there's never a delay with things. And of course, we're only going to get more and more shipping pads as we start expanding out further and further, so it just makes sense. It just makes sense to have more and more doing things. You're going to load up, that'll be fine. Don't know if I should put a buffer. Don't really need to put a buffer in between these. 200, you'll fill with 270 here, because you fill up with enough to run 3 processes. You hold enough material for 3, so yeah. Okay. Don't know how much actual thermalite we're making, but should be fine for the time being. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's go and check the thermalite actually. Let's go and double check. So we need 90. It's also being used here, but I broke it. So it's being used in these ones, making the transport bot. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So we need 30 there. So that's 90. That's 120. And it's not being used here because this is using thermalite bot. So 120. Are we making 120 thermalite sheets? We'll go out the right side. The answer is not even close. We're making 20. And we currently need 120. Okay, so we need to upgrade this. That is going to be in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.